Hey guys, Sean, Custom Offsets TV on YouTube. Got a vehicle spotlight for you today. 2014 GMC Sierra 1500, 7 inches of rough country lift and some 12 wides and some 35's, I think. Let's go.
Trucks decked out, roll it in the wood and it flexed out. Rims so big in the windows black, got the knob all lit up, double chromed out stacks. Yeah, we love to get them dirty, but still they so clean. Custom Offsets team stands as a team, we on top of it now. We ain't never gonna fade, so you better get ready for taking over the game.
So like I said, it's got the 7-inch rough country. So for this round of years of the Chevy, I knew I was gonna do it, GMC Sierra 1500s, they do a 7-inch. So they had the 7.5 inch and the 6-inch before this. Now they've landed on a 7-inch. So you'll see the spacer in there. And then back here, you'll see the replacement shocks. And if you peek down underneath, you should be able to see the block in the rear. So you can see it's a little bit bigger than the old 6-inch. And that's gonna bring up the front and rear. It's gonna end up being level all the way across. And then it'll give you the clearance for the 20x12 negative 44's. And then he's running, and this is the RD06. I'll get a dollar bill on there because you're gonna see that's a pretty deep lip wheel. They aren't screwing around. So you're gonna be, just shy of that 6-inch mark in front of the spokes. But what you really see is all the way back to this ridge line, which you're talking like 7 inches between the spokes. And that gives it a really deep wheel look. And you'll notice it's a real blocky design. I actually really like that he chose this wheel for this truck because it gives it that pretty tough guy look. And then for tires, it's the Atturo Trailblade MTs. They're gonna be a 35 12.5 R20. So you'll see that that sits nice on there. As we've said, the Atturos run a little narrow, so you see a little bit of sidewall with that 12 wide. But that'll also help with rubbing. So this one just barely rubs on this front corner. You'll see on the bumper. So he could take that off and just trim that. It is a metal bumper. So the other option is to leave it rub. In the back, you're gonna have the same thing. If you look here, Walter, he's got just a little bit of wear because he's rubbing just a little bit. As these tires wear down, obviously it won't rub anymore. So even on a 7-inch lift, the GMC Sierras are definitely still gonna rub, and it's that square wheel well that GM Chevrolet came out with that causes that. But if you look at the stance front to back, you're also gonna see that it's knuckle lift, so it's pushing that front end out. So a nice add-on here is a 1.75-inch spacer in the rear, or a 2-inch spacer in the rear just to push out, because that'll give you the same track width. Because if you look down here, he's got that much tire coming out of the wheel well. And then if you look at the rear, it's only about 3/4 of one lug. Let me get that for you. So that will bring that out and kind of even it out. But it's got a cool stance. The 12 wides basically come out, 3 to 5 inches, 3 in the rear, probably more like 5 up front. And then front to back, you'll see he's got the T-Rex cutout style billet grille, which I think goes well with the black and maroon theme that he's going with, kind of taking out some of the chrome. And then a really sweet emblem logo. Get in on that. That's nice. And then paint to match bumper. You'll see some more paint to match. You'll see he debadged it, which cleaned it up pretty well. And then match tint, 20% on the front. And then the black Big Mac's toolbox. And some custom Z71 logos. And then he's got catback exhaust on it. So you'll see the MBRP hanging out of there. And then we'll give you a little peek inside. Did a little bit of trim color match. Other than that, it's pretty stock inside. Nice truck. And you'll notice this is the double cab, so it's got the little bit smaller back seat, a little bit smaller rear doors. So basically it's the extended cab of the old day when they used to have the pop. Now they just did a little bit smaller rear door, but it works. I've got one and I have no complaints about it. And then he's got some sweet Team Stance decals, because we know how that is. That coverage, we're gonna let Max get back to his nap because he likes to sleep, and you guys keep tuning in, keep liking, keep cheering us on, keep telling us what else you wanna see. We'll bring you some more trucks.